Welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Kim.
And I'm Brandon.
Brandon, have you ever actually played basketball before?
Unfortunately, yes. Once, when I was 13 years old, my mother signed me up for a summer of 5-on-5 basketball. And that meant there was 5 players on each team and we'd go, play the basketball against each other. But I was not very good. So I couldn't shoot the ball into the basket and get a point. I wasn't able to get any points. And so my mom said, to motivate me, I will give you $1 for every point you make in the whole season, in the whole summer, whatever point you make. I said, wow, that's amazing. So I really redoubled my efforts and tried extremely hard, and I got $1 for the entire summer. I made 1 point.
That's pretty good.
I was the worst player on the team.
Oh, well, at least you tried, right? At least you tried.
I like to think I was emotionally helping my teammates the best.
Oh, okay. You're on the side like, go, go, and
Kind of.
with your dollar.
You guys are great.
All right. Well, we're going to get into the NBA All-Star Game, a game full of stars, and this is part 2.
Before the game, a speaker introduces the players. Everyone cheers for them when they appear. It's a big show with loud music and special effects.
All right, so what happens during the NBA All-Star Game? We're about to find out.
I can tell you.
You can tell me.
It says, before the game, a speaker introduces the players.
Okay, we're off to a good start. The speaker is going to introduce the players. So the speaker is a person who stands in the front, probably with a microphone or a loudspeaker, bullhorn or something like that, and they get everyone's attention. They're the person hosting the event, the person who has all the information and will kind of lead everybody through the event and what's going on. A speaker can also be something like you plug into your iPod and music comes out. Your school probably has speakers that the principal can make an announcement through them.
That's true, and actually that gets a lot of people confused sometimes. They think, oh, who is the speaker or where is the speaker? And they might think you're talking about that machinery that can make sound go out of it. No, it's in this one, a speaker announces the players, and we're talking about a person generally. So that means they introduce the players and they're going to talk about those people. What's their name? Maybe how tall are they? How many points did they score?
What team they're on.
What team they're on, how good are they, and things like that, and why they're on that the all-star team. How do they get voted maybe? So they introduce those people and tell people about them.
Right, and you can introduce people in your own life too. It's just as simple as saying, oh, this is my friend Brandon, and he comes from America, and he's very cool. So that is a good way to introduce somebody.
That's a great introduction.
So what happens next? Let's find out.
It says, everyone cheers for them when they appear. It's a big show with loud music and special effects. Now, I'm not surprised people cheer. These are the all-stars. We heard in the last time, they get voted by fans and by other players and the media. So there's probably a lot of people watching and waiting to see their favorite player go out and play in this special game.
Exactly. So it's a really big deal when they appear. To appear, in this case, is to show up. Maybe not suddenly because you know they're going to be there. So when the player comes out from under the stadium, behind the seats, they appear in front of people. But you can also have appear and disappear. So if something shows up very suddenly, then it appears, and the opposite would be disappear when it goes away very suddenly.
That's like what a magician would do.
Yes, rabbit out of the hat,
They like to make things
gone.
Disappear. Poof, it's gone, and then, oh, magic, and it's back. With that, but you could see a lot of that kind of thing on TV with special effects.
Special effects.
We talked about special effects. Special effects are things that kind of aren't real, and they might trick your eyes to think that they're real or to make something look more special. So maybe we could have special effects that make fireworks come out, pew, 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 or special effects in a movie. Maybe there's a bear, but it's not a real bear. It's made by a computer, or like in Star Wars. That's one of the most famous movies of all time for special effects. It changed how they did special effects in movies, so everybody copied it. And the special effects they used were ways of building a set or building a spaceship to make it look more real and special.
Okay, well, we've found out about what happens before the game even starts, so let's find out after the break what happens next.
At halftime, special guests put on an even bigger show. Everyone looks forward to it. The NBA All-Star Game isn't all about fun, though. The teams get money for winning each quarter of the game. However, they don't keep it. They give it to different charities. The NBA All-Star Game is fun and helps people too. So don't miss it.
All right, welcome back from the break. And before that, we were learning about what happens before the game. There's a big show that they have. It's loud, it's got music, special effects, and people are cheering for their favorite player as they appear, as they come out and are shown to everybody. So now I think we're going to learn some more about this game and what it's all about.
All right, it says at halftime, special guests put on an even bigger show. Everyone looks forward to it.
Oh, you know what? It sounds like a lot of these fans and the people who go to see the show, they don't just see it for the game. They must go to see it for the beginning show and this middle show, this halftime show. These things that must be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, I think it's more like the whole event, not really just who wins or during the time that they're playing. They've also got events before, in the middle, and after. It's probably why people go. It's fun.
They probably have like singers and dancers and things like that to come out and put on a really fun show for everybody to watch. And that happens at halftime. Halftime is a noun, and do you know half? Half is like, for example, if there's 8 pieces of a cake and you eat 4 pieces of cake, well, you ate half the cake.
You're gonna feel sick.
Because there's 4 and 4, and so that would be half. So it means half of the game is over already. They've finished half of it. It's halftime. The time is halfway done.
A lot of sports have halftime, I think to give the players a break. Because you can't just play a sports game for like 1 or 2 hours straight. You would be so tired.
Yeah.
So they have to give the players a break, and halftime is usually between 10 and 30 minutes in most sports.
Yeah, it depends on the sport.
Yeah,
exactly.
It depends on the sport. So during this halftime, they will have special guests come out. So if you're a guest somewhere, for example, in this All-Star game, then you have been invited there by the people who are organizing it to perform or to sing something or to speak or to do whatever it is that you do. You can also be a guest in other places. If you stay at a hotel, you are the guest. If you stay at someone's house, they invite you to come over for the weekend, you are their guest. And of course, we have the phrase, be my guest. So if someone comes to your house and you want to show them some kindness, you want to let them know that they can be comfortable with you, you can say, be my guest.
Okay, well, it continues. The NBA All-Star Game isn't all about fun, though. The teams get money for winning each quarter of the game.
So it's not only entertaining, but it's also for a good cause. That's pretty cool.
All right, so that sounds really good. So they can win money. I mean, I'd like to win some money for playing a game like that, but this is probably a much harder game than I can play.
I think so.
But they win for each quarter. They get money for who is the best in each quarter. So we talked about half just a moment ago. So what is a quarter?
So in this case, a quarter is a certain percentage of time. In the NBA, a quarter is 12 minutes long. So that means they play for 12 minutes each time. They play 4 quarters. So first quarter, 12 minutes, second quarter, 12 minutes, third quarter, 12 minutes, fourth quarter, 12 minutes, the game is finished. A lot of sports have quarters like this to give the players a break again, so they play for a short amount of time.
And just to give a good example with that cake I was talking about, so I talked about half of the cake, if there's 8 pieces of cake, half of it is 4. But a quarter is half of that, it would be 2. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that'd be 4 quarters. 1 quarter, 2 quarters, 3 quarters, 4 quarters. And that makes up the full amount.
All right, well, it continues. However, they don't keep it. This is the money they win. They give it to different charities. The NBA All-Star Game is fun and helps people too. So don't miss it.
Oh, so they don't get to keep the money and put it in their pocket. Well, I suppose that's fair. They give it to charities, which is so nice.
Yeah, that
Charities
is good.
are a great cause for people around the world. And a charity is an organization, a group that helps to take money and give it to the right people who need it really, really badly in the world. Maybe people who are disabled or elderly and people who are poor or sick, and they really need a lot of help with money or food and things like that.
Yeah, it's a good cause. So make sure to watch the NBA All-Star Game, enjoy it, and know that it's all for fun and all for a good cause.
Yeah.
And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Before the game, a speaker introduces the players. Everyone cheers for them when they appear. It's a big show with loud music and special effects. At halftime, special guests put on an even bigger show. Everyone looks forward to it. The NBA All-Star Game isn't all about fun, though. The teams get money for winning each quarter of the game. However, they don't keep it. They give it to different charities. The NBA All-Star Game is fun and helps people too. So don't miss it.
Hello， 大家好 ，This is Winnie。准备好来学今天的文法单字了吗？第一个字是 speaker， 名词，说话者或是司仪。I will be one of the speakers for tonight's event。我会在今晚的活动中担任其中一名讲者。接下来是 introduce， 动词就是介绍。那假设今天呢你是第一天加入新的班级，那老师可能会问你说 ，Can you introduce yourself to everyone？ 你可以跟每个人自我介绍一下吗？下一个字是 guest， 名词，来宾或是嘉宾。How many guests will you have for your birthday party？ 你的生日派对上面会约几个来宾呢？最后这个字是 quarter， 名词，那可以是篮球赛其中的一节。I can't believe they scored and won the game in the last quarter。我不敢相信他们居然可以在比赛最后一节得分，然后逆转胜，太厉害了吧！来看看新的用语。第一个呢是 A cheers for B，A 为 B 欢呼。Cheer 呢就是动词，欢呼、喝彩的意思。We cheered so hard for my brother during his swim competition。在我弟弟的游泳比赛上面，我们超用力的帮他喝彩。那接着呢是 Somebody looks forward to something， 某人很期待某事物。Look forward to 呢意思就是期待。看个例子 ，I am looking forward to my vacation。我很期待我的假期。那 look forward to 呢，后面也可以接动名词，比方说 We really look forward to traveling overseas after the pandemic is over。我们真的很期待等待疫情结束之后，终于可以出国旅游了。Okay, see you guys next time.
Hi guys, I'm Oliver.
I'm Ian.
And today we're going to play a game called Guess the Bear. Now, we each have 3 cards with sentences on them, and the key word is replaced by the word bear. We have 1 minute each to guess the other person's cards. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right, let's hit that timer now. First word, it's a verb. It's 1 word. I'm nervous about bearing myself to new coworkers. Can you bear yourself to the class, Tom?
Introduce.
Yes, got it. Second word is also just one word. It's a noun. I can't believe he scored a touchdown in the last bear. There are 4 bears in an NBA basketball game.
Quarters.
Whoa, look at that. American, aren't you? Third word is a noun, and it's one word. Oprah's show used to have appearances from really great bears. I will take you as my bear to the party.
Guessed.
Yes!
Pretty easy.
Okay,
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Timer, please. All right, a noun, one word. Number 1. Every year, I like to donate clothes to bear. 2, they're having a silent auction to benefit a worthwhile bear.
Charity.
Phrase, 2 words. Number 1. John's parents bear him when he got his diploma. 2. Jane bears USC because that is her alma mater.
Went to?
No.
What's the first sentence again?
John's parents bear him when he got his diploma. Jane bear USC because that is her alma mater.
I'll pass for now.
Now, one word. 1, I'm excited to know who the guest bear will be at graduation. 2, Ray is practicing to be a better public bear in front of people.
Speaker.
Correct. All right, phrase, 2 words. John's parents bear him when he got his diploma.
They congratulated him.
Well, kind of, it was cheered for. Cheers for. So John's parents cheers for him. John's parents cheered for him when he got his diploma. And Jane cheers for USC because that is her alma mater. That was pretty tricky, actually.
Yeah.
Because it's different forms and stuff like that.
I agree.
But I think you did a good
I
job.
was kind of tempted to kind of lean over and just do a little bit of cheating.
See you next time!